Yep, I am included in life.
Sweet. Okay. Alright.
3,
3,
2.
2.
Hello and welcome to the TGS podcast. It's that time of the week again.
Hello.
It's time to play with men.
And me.
Isn't that right, Ruben Shaw?
That sounded wrong, didn't it?
To quote,
Just feeling a bit left out, are we, dear?
to quote the magnificent
I want
Ruben
to play
Shaw.
with men too.
Yay, there it is.
Hey,
I'm John
hello.
Brown. With me is Keith Souch,
Hello.
Sarah Haskell,
Bonjour.
and, of course,
I just
Ruben
got run
Shaw.
the fuck over. Sorry.
Oh, poor Ruben.
Good start.
Listen,
No, that's not me. That's
Hey,
not me.
Ruben Shaw.
I'm fine.
You're good.
Hey.
You didn't get run over.
Yeah.
Keith did, though.
No,
Okay,
I'm
so,
alive.
following on from last week's podcast, if I'm not mistaken, we are back to playing... No, was it last week? Or the
Yeah,
week?
no, it was last week.
It was last week,
We're
thank
back to
you.
playing Ghost Recon because I bitched that no one is ever about to play it when I'm playing it. So we're playing it today because Ruben's here and I'm making him play it.
Ruben has finally joined Ghost Recon.
How
So-
many years has that taken?
Oh.
Yeah.
What? Not very many.
Oh,
Less
just
than
8
one.
years then.
Less than 1 year.
It's been out for 2 months.
Many
for a month
months.
For a
Well,
month
why
or so.
were you bitching so much about it?
Because I bought it on the basis that we were all going to do it, right? And then no one did. Like, I'm still most angry at Ian, who hasn't even put the thing in his fucking game, like in his Xbox at all.
What?
Like,
And he owns it.
yeah, he owns it. He's owned it since day
okay.
one.
Just to polish it and keep it on a shelf.
At least it took you a week or so to get it.
And the
That's,
game.
you know, fair enough. I don't mind, but it's a fucking great game.
And it's on screen. And Ruben and
It's pretty
Keith.
Yeah.
So you see, that kind of campaigning on a podcast definitely works. Because here is Ruben, he's joining us on screen. He's
But
on the
literally,
game.
that day I get a message going, dude, I'm free to play it at night.
So at least we know he listens.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, thank you for joining us, Ruben, finally. After many, many months.
All right, we got to get in through that gate. Yeah,
Well-
okay, so Ruben is now playing it.
Ruben's with us.
Yeah.
I'm serpenting.
You're serpenting.
Serpentine.
Serpenting.
Serpenting.
Yeah.
What?
Serpentine.
So,
Serpentine.
like
I think he means serpentine, like he's running in a serpentine direction.
he's running in a serpentine direction. You look like
Well-
you're about to do
well,
an
I'm
airstrike
crawling.
of some description.
Oh, yeah. No, it's just, I'm just checking out the area. I was
That's
looking
what
for a
she
It
said.
makes me
generator.
really dizzy every time you spin it round.
Right round. Oh, there's a
Right
generator.
round, baby.
Right round, baby, right round.
I'm going to open that gate by blowing up the generator. There we go.
I was going to do that, but then everyone else did. So I just thought I'd just enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. We talked a bit...
We're off to a very professional start, as usual.
Just want to point out as well,
Ruben is on form.
Ruben is on form, actually. In the build-up to going live, we've noticed that Ruben is definitely on form today, which means
I don't know what you're talking about.
that he has either he's consumed something with large volumes of caffeine, or he's just in a really good
I
mood.
told you, I haven't had my medication yet.
Whose medication did you have?
Well, that is the question.
Yeah.
Marvellous.
I'm not
Marvellous.
sure. I think
We
I
are
stole
gathered here
someone's.
today. Okay, so we are obviously after last week we're revisiting this, but also because as we discussed at great length last week,
We've all seen Alien.
we've all seen Alien,
Yes.
and there aren't a
Yes.
great deal of new offerings in terms of games. So with that, unless there's any gaming news anybody wants to discuss,
No.
we can move right on to the business.
Injustice this week.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
Injustice is out this week.
Injustice is out this week.
Yeah, I cancelled my copy.
Did you cancel it?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. It'll
Okay,
get cheaper.
You're gonna wait.
It'll get cheaper.
Okay. Injustice. Woohoo! I've cancelled it.
Yeah, no, like I'm not about to spend 40 quid on that just yet.
Buy it on
I
Xbox
re-
Live and it's 60 quid.
Yeah. I
Oh
know.
wow!
Craziness.
Yeah.
Really, Xbox Live?
Jog on.
I mean, yeah, I want the game.
Jog on.
Yeah, I want the game, but as I said, it's one of those ones I think I can wait for. It's difficult because it's a DC title and it's It's like, yeah, it's a DC title.
We should own it.
I know, but there we go.
It's quite an expense.
I cancelled it. It's 40 quid. I got bills and stuff, so it's like, yeah.
But also, you've
we
got
got
quite a lot of
bills,
stuff still
y'all.
to play. haven't you?
Gotta be an adult.
Unfortunately, yeah, I was just going to say, unfortunately,
We had a
have
rough
to
month.
adult this week.
Yeah, we are in.
Ah,
we
you've
are
got
in
an
adult.
adult. I hate that.
That, and if I'm not mistaken, you've still got quite a lot of stuff to get through anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, my birthday's coming up, so you know, there'll be stuff then.
You
Okay,
reckon?
Ruben, you've
No, I'm not saying that'll be there.
played it though, haven't you?
I'm not expecting that to be there. No, I
Yes, I have.
Yeah. What did you give it? Did you give it anything out of 10? I can't remember. How did that go?
Difficult to say without giving.
Injustice. Yeah.
Did you
I'm
play it all
getting
the way
early,
through?
So that will be great.
Before we move on to that.
It's
No,
a
no,
Neverwhere
I played
game.
just
It's gonna,
a
it's
little
gonna
while.
be a good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good like fighting game. Yeah.
Okay, so we
Yeah,
recommend
it'll
it
be
when
fun.
it's cheaper.
It looks fun. Yeah.
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 Go buy it when it's cheaper. Okay, so as Keith pointed out earlier, we all saw Alien. I think everybody, we all up to speed on Alien Covenant now?
Yeah, I believe so.
We
Yep.
are.
We are indeed. Okay. We've all got interesting things to say about it.
Mm.
Are we going to spoiler? I
Yeah,
think we are, aren't we?
I don't
Yes.
give a shit about that
Yes,
stuff.
we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you haven't seen Alien Covenant and you plan to, come back when you've seen it. Spoiler alert. There we
Baby,
go.
come
That's
back.
that bit
No,
done.
no. Allow yourself to be spoiled. We'll spoil it well. It's
We'll
okay.
spoil it well.
They haven't got
Yeah,
to
we
leave.
don't do things by
You don't have
halves
to leave.
here.
You can choose to leave. You don't have to leave. We're not telling you
Ah.
But you could stay and know that we're going to
you're not,
explore
you're not
things.
12-year-old girls. You've got your own opinion. Do what you like.
Unless you are a 12-year-old girl listening to this, but
But you really shouldn't be.
yeah, exactly.
We continue.
Yeah.
Okay, so Keith,
Yeah.
you had some
Hello.
interesting observations.
Did I?
You did.
This was quite a while ago. Days of since then.
Days
You
of
slept
absence.
since then.
And also Ruben did. I know I have, but
And I do.
and you do.
I'm just getting left out today, aren't I?
I'm going to apologise. I'm going to apologise for that
The
actually
Soz
because
needs a
I
live and
hadn't
well and it
asked
lives
you.
beside John Brown.
Because I hadn't. No, that's my fault. Because I'd had this prior discussions with Keith and Ruben, but I hadn't talked to you
I'll
about
let
it.
you off because I'm not
That's-
I'm not part of your boy messaging group, so you
Oh,
know
it's not part of
You've
our
done it
super,
now.
super
You've done
secret
it
boy
now.
band.
it is.
Okay, so the interesting thing about Alien is that it keeps getting cross the board reviews. I mean, quite a wide gauge in terms of feedback from people that have seen it. Obviously, it opened in the UK this weekend. Opens in the US next weekend. Some people absolutely hated it. Certain national newspapers gave it a 5. I still suspect that so they could get on all
what
the
newspaper
TV ads.
gave it a 5? The Sun or some shit like that? The Mirror.
I think it was. I don't want to say in case I get it wrong, but there is a major national newspaper that gave it a 5, and then managed to get themselves on all the TV spots, all the billboards, and all the subway
Yeah,
posters,
that's the only
and,
reason they do it.
which is
Anyone
what. Yeah,
in the
exactly.
Mirror.
Yeah, exactly.
They
I,
give fucking honestly, some of their scores
Xenomorph
are
News.
incredible.
Before we kind of like go right into the whole film though,
Mm-hmm.
can I just kind of add in that throughout the week, Keith and I started right back from the beginning
yes.
and did the whole of from
Anyone who
Alien.
listened last week remembers us saying that Alien 3 was a pile of shit.
Yep. Later,
Yeah, I'm not
later
gonna
backed up by a
disagree.
poll I did on Twitter. Vote for the 4 original quadrilogy, as I like to call it. Out of the 4 films, Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection, vote for the favourite. Obviously, Alien won it, but not a single vote for Alien 3. Not a single vote.
Really?
Not
I
as
am
everybody else,
so
but
surprised at that.
Yeah.
so that just backs up everything you said last week.
It's-
But
it
yes,
didn't
sorry.
age badly. It just didn't age like at all. As in, like fucking, it just became vinegar straight away.
Absolutely fucking terrible.
Yeah, like the worst wine ever made. Like it just,
Like a mouldy cheese.
like a cheap co-op leap for milch.
We weren't going
Like-
to talk about my feet.
Sorry, I had to get it in somewhere though.
Cheap co-op what?
Leap for milch.
On
I can't
point.
think of any more.
So you went
Yeah,
through this.
yeah,
you went through the
we-
entire universe,
So
basically.
we sort of covered it last week, but
We
yeah,
did.
just to sort of get ourselves back in the Alien vibe.
Yes, you did.
Remind
So
ourselves of everything.
I only went
We
back.
even did Predator 2, so
Wow. So I watched
Wow.
Predators again last night, actually.
you know, aliens in that. So
Because I'd forgotten.
yeah, we did Predator and Predator 2. We still got, so we're going to do Predators at some point. We haven't done any of the AVPs. We
Why
probably
would you?
will do.
See, I haven't
to
seen
remind
that,
ourselves.
so
have you
if
not?
we watched
no.
Alien 3 and she hasn't seen any of the AVPs, I'm thinking it can't be that bad. Like,
That's probably true. Was the Alien like AVP like a 12 or something? The first one.
Really?
the second one definitely was.
That's
No, it was
madness.
the other way around. The second one. They kind of upped the gore, didn't they?
Not really. They made that guy from Rescue Me star in it, and
It was awful.
yeah.
Because with the Alien films, I like the first one the most because it's a horror film with sci-fi in it.
Yep.
As they go on, they're
It's a
sci-fi.
well, yeah, the second one's a sci-fi film with horror in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then from then on, I don't even know what they are. But I like horror films,
Yeah.
so hence why.
Hence
And,
why
and then that kind of goes on to the new one
Yeah.
because it's almost like they've taken that step back.
Yeah.
And Ridley Scott's gone, hey, my film was the best, so fuck you.
Everyone
I'm
else.
going to do it how it should be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I said in a conversation earlier this week, actually, at times, Covenant felt like Ridley Scott woke up one morning and went, right, here's my list of things still to do in this life. What number 472? That bearded bloke that did a sequel of my movie. Yeah, I need to better that.
He didn't succeed.
No, he didn't. He didn't actually.
Yeah?
No, I don't think he did, because I think Aliens still
Really?
stands high. Yeah.
Oh, see,
Did you like it more than Aliens?
I would say it was on par.
Really?
Oh, this is no,
What?
This is interesting, Ruben.
I'm struggling to maintain the 4 I gave it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on a 3.
Like, and we'll discuss
staying
why in
there.
a second,
Yeah.
because obviously I've had time to think about it.
Okay.
And there's stuff that, as I was describing what happened, I was like, Jesus, I'm actually panning this now. I didn't realise I was.
Yeah. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
Yeah. As I say, my first big disappointment is we're 2 films in now, and we still haven't been given the answers that we were fucking promised in the first one. That's a big issue for me.
Regarding David, and is that what you mean?
David's like one of the most interesting characters in film in years.
And, yeah, and
Like,
just regarding the whole, where are we from? Is that what?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, the engineers. We did a whole film about the engineers. Then we just fucking scrapped them in a pre-trailer fucking YouTube video.
Right?
But you never
That's
know
a fucking issue, man. It's like they went, Jesus, people didn't like this. Well, let's just fucking kill this off before we
Let's
get into
just
the next
kill
one.
But
them
you
off.
never know that they could have their whole. They could have their own story that's coming up
Not anymore.
later.
David killed them.
No,
But
David
they
killed
could
them.
go back, you know.
I like the fact that
What,
David
a-
killed them. It's
a
awesome.
prequel.
Like, I really
Yeah,
do.
I can't even say that word
Yeah,
fast. Prequel,
we're already in prequels. If we're going to get a prequel sequel set before this prequel,
prequel.
then I'm going to start getting cross-eyed and like
and that's never a good look.
this timeline's already convoluted enough. Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't like the fact that there was no answers to what
Well, because
you
the
wanted.
the ending of the No Answers for Prometheus is let's go and find out why they made this, or let's go and die in a fucking like tube whilst David sets aliens on us and then he kills all the answers that we ever wanted. Like
Do you not find that kind of intriguing, though?
I do, but we'll never have it answered because David killed everything.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Do you not find that
No,
intriguing?
like don't give me a whole movie because now Prometheus doesn't need to exist ever at all in that timeline because any answers it was supposed to give us have all been wiped out because basically Fox just went fucking reset but pretend it wasn't a reset.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
It's me. I think it's.
So, if you're going to make it an alien movie, and like you can, the title basically says it's half alien, half Prometheus by the fact that it's called Alien, then it's named after the main ship.
Yeah.
Right, which is Prometheus is the ship in the thing, and Covenant is the ship in this. So, because the term Covenant really doesn't make any sense with only 6 people that you get to see for the entire movie, all of which are forgettable except for Michael Fassbender, both of his characters.
Yeah, that was
And
Danny
that was
Danny
one of my main
McBride.
issues.
Danny McBride was...
That was a shocker. how good that guy was.
That
Yeah,
was a
Danny
real step up
McBride.
for him.
Yeah, I've
Not
only
been
seen
funny.
him as-
Again,
and being
John's
good.
told me this answer like 4 or 5 times. I can't remember the name of the fucking actress, let alone her character's name.
Her name is Catherine Waterston, and her character's name is Daniels.
Her face
Who's
just
Sigourney
annoyed
Weaver
me a
wannabe?
bit.
Say again, Ribbon.
Sigourney Weaver wannabe? Is that who you're talking about?
A strong female protagonist is what
Yes.
Ridley would have called her. I'm assuming.
Okay.
That's
She had that whole "I've just had my puppy killed" look though the whole way through, and it was
Well,
just
in
a
fairness,
bit...
she had. It was James Franco was her puppy. Like,
Yeah, but you,
Yeah.
when you've got all this other shit going on around you, you don't still need to be like.
We're
and
hovering
John's
on-
answer to this was, well, at least you had the nice rack. to which I said, well,
Wow.
hopefully that made up for not having a chin. Like,
See, again, I would have to disagree.
a rack I discovered I'd seen.
I don't think she had a good rack.
I don't remember her rack.
I do in Inherent
It was
Vice.
pretty small.
She was so immemorable. I don't even remember her tits. Now that for me is saying something, isn't it?
Actually, to be fair,
Yeah,
Where is this going?
like, it's true.
we couldn't have a straight
She was
conversation.
so-
that would
She
never
was
happen.
so immemorable. Like, honestly, I have a feeling that halfway through trying to get into a story, suddenly Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones appear on the fucking screen and flash a red light in your face.
Wow.
And they go, there was a movie, there were some aliens in it, and so was Danny McBride and Michael Fassbender.
Danny McBride.
And
Yeah,
that's what they
carried
left
the
you
film.
with.
They did, yeah. And he was
He should have been the protagonist.
interviewed recently and said that when he got the call to go and meet Ridley Scott, he was excited, but he didn't know what he was being called for. And then apparently Ridley Scott sat down in front of him and got out a sketchbook with a load of xenomorphs in it, and he went, oh, he wants me to test for Alien. He said I got really nervous, and he thought, oh, he's probably going to want me to turn up, probably, act the funny man, tell a few dick jokes,
Be the
probably
funny,
and
and
the
then he's
comic
gonna die.
relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be the
Killed
comic
off.
relief character. He said, and then when I read the script, I realised that actually this was an opportunity for me to really up
Yeah, because
my talent as an
everything
actor.
I've ever seen him in, he has been a complete
The funny man.
dick.
Yeah, the funny
But,
guy.
but he's good at that. So to see him doing something completely different
Yeah.
and pulling it off so well.
And Ridley's attitude to that was, I think there's more to him.
Yeah.
And just pushing him to get
but this
more
is
from
why
him.
Ridley Scott's an amazing director, because
Oh, he directs the hell out of this movie. He
Oh,
does.
absolutely. Yeah. And Ruben, you were saying how visually impressed you were.
Yeah, that was my main. Yeah, I was like,
It's
first
very
20
pretty.
minutes actually, really pretty.
But then Prometheus was as well.
after-
very,
Yeah.
very pretty. It's very pleasing on the
I
eye.
watched Prometheus last night actually, and yeah, still amazingly looking wise. It looks.
Yeah, it does. They
Yeah,
do look
I
breathtaking.
don't
I
like
think
to use
all
the
of our
word
issues-
pretty because it's weak, but yeah, it's pretty.
It is.
feel pretty.
I think our
Yeah.
issues are really with the story and maybe some of the casting. That's what we're saying.
Yeah, casting in Prometheus was way better.
Yep.
All around.
Idris Elba was amazing.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's lookalikes is in it.
I really did keep double taking every time he was on the screen.
He's in a show
Is
called
that Tom
Quarry,
Hardy?
and I had to keep looking, going, it's definitely not Tom Hardy.
Yeah, it does every time.
Yeah.
Like-
Every movie he's in.
Yeah.
And he's got like a it's the Quarry set in the 70s,
What-
so he's
my-
got like a big mustache.
I'm just pissed off. You
Facial
let
hair.
Elizabeth Shaw survive all of that, and she's dead immediately, and that
I
annoys me.
know. Oh my god.
It annoys me.
This
It-
this is the new trend. This is what they're going to do with every film now. And even the new Ridley wannabe is, at the next film, she's not going to be there. I doubt it.
Oh yeah,
Doubt
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's it. They've, you have hope. Like
Well-
with the first and second Aliens.
Well,
you
she
had
might be
hope.
there because the rumor is going is she's mother of Ripley.
Ripley's mum. That's where they're
Oh,
going
really?
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Now I like
Oh.
no, because it makes sense if you think of the symmetry of these movies, the circular pattern that they've set out. That engineers created man, man created robot, robot created aliens, aliens kill engineers.
It's the circle.
Like
of
basically
life.
all of that is everybody engineering their own demise.
That's a nice
That
image.
Yeah,
is just life, though, isn't it? To be
Yeah,
fair.
art imitating
Do it.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so I really like that.
I know you like the
I
symmetry
like the
of
fact
things like that. Yeah.
I like the fact that essentially we've been wondering like the whole time, where are the aliens coming from? And actually, fucking in a roundabout way, we're responsible for them.
We did it.
Because we built technology which is eventually going to kill us.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's
Maybe
stronger
that's
and
what's
smarter
gonna
than
happen
us.
in real life.
Yeah, well, both Ridley and fucking James Cameron seem sure this is the case.
Yeah.
But the film, not only having a lot in common with Alien and Prometheus, has an awful lot in common with Blade Runner,
Yes.
which Sarah can't comment on because she hasn't seen that yet. We're going to render that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're in.
What?
You're in.
I'm sorry,
no,
what?
no.
What
She's
the
in for a
hell?
treat. It's like, I'm almost envious of you, actually.
Yeah,
because
imagine
you've
getting to see
done it
Blade Runner again
for the first time.
Yeah.
I was so young when I saw it for the first time. I don't remember.
And I don't even know why I haven't. It just, yeah.
I know, Ridley Scott, Harrison Ford was not to like. It's like,
Yes,
scored by Vangelis.
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fantastic film, and it's it's kind of reminiscent of that. It's for me, it was almost like a greatest hits, in that you got some Alien, you've got a tiny touch of Aliens, and you've got Prometheus in there. Although the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm feeling it's more a Prometheus sequel than it is an Alien prequel. Others are saying it's.
Oh
kind of
no,
in the
I
middle.
disagree. It's way more an Alien prequel than it is a Prometheus sequel, because it does everything to get rid of Prometheus except David. That's it. It's anything that it basically erases everything, and it does that by having David erase it. David systematically erases Prometheus from the history books through that movie. That's like his main job.
And then becomes an engineer.
Yeah, essentially himself. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
because he
interesting.
wanted to create life because his father said he could do anything except create life.
Doing-
Such a
yeah.
man, isn't he?
doing exactly
Having
what he
to-
was told not to do.
Yeah. I shouldn't really say that when.
Did anybody else laugh at the fingering?
Not really.
No. To my,
What are you
I
talking
think-
about?
It was this line.
Without going
that
into
was
too
meant
much
to be
detail,
funny.
with the flute teaching the
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Why was that supposed to be
I'll
funny?
do the fingering.
I'll do the, you
Yeah,
do
no,
that. I'll do the fingering.
Oh no, because it was
My-
kind of
In my
like
head, it made me laugh.
no, I didn't even
Everyone
pick up
in
on
our
that.
screening laughed, and I didn't actually laugh out loud, but like you say, in my head,
I
I
didn't pick up on it because at the time I'm going, Jesus Christ, this is one shot. Like, it looks like one shot. It can't be one shot.
it's amazing. It's very well done. It's very well done. But
You're probably
yeah.
also thinking, why are they playing that recorder-like
Yeah, I
device?
No, that bit. In
But
my
that's
head, I was
from
just going,
Prometheus.
Yeah.
but everyone laughed around me. I was like, oh wow, you are all as bad as me, if not worse.
Most unconvincing switcheroo this side of Parent Trap.
Yeah, no,
Right.
we all saw that coming.
Of course.
I love the little red herring, the attempt at going, you're wrong.
I was
And
so
then-
surprised. I was
I'm
surprised immediately that he
That
didn't
that's
just
where they
come
were
out
going?
dressed as like it took him longer to do the switcheroo than I. Because when I thought, oh, this is going to be a switcheroo, and then it doesn't happen for about 10, 20 minutes, and then the switcheroo happens. Because the second, like, he takes him out, which is the bit that made me jump, by the way, where he fucking takes David
Oh,
takes out,
that.
takes out Watson or Wilson, whatever his fucking name is. When he takes him out, that was the bit
Oh,
that made
yeah.
me jump.
Walter, yeah.
Walter, there we
Walter,
go.
yeah.
One of the things. Yeah, that bit made me jump, and then I thought, oh, he's going to come out dressed in his clothes. He's going to try and switch through. He's going to cut his own hand off and come straight out because that's. And then he doesn't do that for a little while. And it's like that's it because they got to get that other fight in for some reason, which just serves the same purpose as what he just did could have. And then, let's say Billy Crudup dies of smell the cheese, like which is the thing that I really don't get in the movie. Like, there's a lot of stuff. It's worse than It's worse than oh hey there little fella, where he's got the fucking like Cobra in Prometheus. It's worse than that.
Oh yeah. It's one of my main issues. Like, why would you do that?
He's just
You guys
called
are meant
him
to be
the
best of
devil,
the bunch.
right? He's just called him the devil,
exactly.
like
Yeah.
Lucifer, the evil incarnate. And he goes, all right then, look at my magic egg. It'll be all right. I know it's.
This will
not-
be fine. Yeah.
Put your
Is it
face
safe?
closer.
Yeah, sure.
He is basically
Yeah.
there
Have a
with
look.
with his fist on his palm, outstretched palm, in a first school playground, going, "Smell the cheese." If you get punched in the face, that's your fault. It is.
Wow.
If you get flicked on the nose because someone tells you there's something on your shirt, that's on you. You know.
So Billy Crudup.
He dies of smell the cheese because he basically goes, look in there. There's something to look at in there. And he's followed him this whole way. He's called him the devil.
Like not 5 minutes before.
Not 5 minutes before. And he goes in. And
5 minutes before, he was hanging out with an alien.
And do you know what the best thing is? By that point, I wanted Billy Crudup to die because he was a dick.
He was.
He made Bible bashers everywhere look bad.
Right? I did say that. I was like,
Yeah, thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go.
I knew he'd agree with me on this. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Did
You
he
can't-
make?
Dude, he,
you can't grieve your captain and boyfriend/fiance.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
Dick.
still had like
Now,
major-
look, they're sneaking a drink and saying, "Oh, we really liked him. I need to reprimand them because of Jesus." That's what his character was like.
You just gave the cat a heart attack then.
That's what his character was like the whole way through
Yeah,
it.
but surely them basically saying.
And then he sees some corn and starts wanking off and going, "Oh, see, I was right." And it's just like, "Oh, fuck off."
Well, this is what I said to Kirsten. I said, "This is why they hate us. It's for this reason."
Because
I'm glad he agrees with that because, like, I was by that point, I was just like, Billy Crudup is the thing I'm really hating in this.
Well,
I want the aliens to kill him.
surely the whole thing with him is that they wanted to have a little send off
Yeah.
and to say goodbye to their dead and do that in a kind of semi-religious way. Surely he would have been supportive of that, given
As
he's a
most
man of
normal,
faith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most normal people would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, he was just a dick.
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
I have to walk around with a hard on and prove I'm the boss now.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you just had that scene before. He was like, "I'm worried about taking it. They're not gonna like me." Then he comes out and he's a dick. Like, good move. Well done.
If it was,
Yeah.
does his own wife say you need to fucking back the fuck up because we got to live with these
Yeah.
people?
yeah,
You gotta be nice. They're gonna be our neighbors.
yeah. and that like, Tennessee's wife, the other pilot, she should never have ever been allowed near a loaded weapon.
Oh, she was fucking useless.
She couldn't stand up.
Where was she shooting?
Like, she loses what 2 or 3 weapons? Is it 2 or 3 weapons in that
I think
scene?
it's 3, yeah.
Yes. And she's falling on her ass, left and right, and slipping up and stuff.
And shooting gas tanks.
Directly again on her ship. It's not like it's anyone else's ship. Her ship.
So she knew where
She's
the
been-
fuel cells
so
were.
she'll know where it all is. Also,
I'm gonna
why-
shoot there.
Why don't they ever have the med bay like fucking, which is supposed to have quarantine, right directly near the entrance?
Oh no, it has to be right in the middle of the ship, doesn't it? So it
That
takes
is-
you like
that is
6
some poor
hours to
design.
get there.
Because surely you'd want it available at the earliest opportunity.
Oh yeah.
And also, because of spread of disease and whatever, you want it right by the airlock, so you throw the motherfucker out if it really got bad.
But no, not in these films. You have to run through like pretty much the whole of the ship, touching
so many
everything as you
corridors.
go.
So
Yeah.
Now you're bringing
you
all
touching?
this stuff up.
Well, we're continuing on the negative points, so let's just get all the negative points out of the way first. That's fine.
Okay, I've got a lot more.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's what we're here to discuss.
Yeah.
But the other thing,
Well,
while
I
I'm-
will get on to positives. I will
while,
get
I'm,
on
while
to
I'm
positive,
thinking
though.
about it, a few comments were made also
Pick a
with
mission,
regards
maybe.
to xenomorphs. A few comments were made with regards to, strangely, xenomorphs have now got 5 times faster than they are in the. If we're thinking about it in
It's
chronological
called
order.
men in suits couldn't run that fast. I'm
I
fine
love,
with it.
I love that.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely no difference to like how well Jedi's fight 5 minutes before A New Hope.
it suffers on the same
Oh, no,
problem.
let's not get on that.
But I'm fine with it. It's okay. It's cool because like they couldn't animate because look how fast in the third Alien, the Alien it can shift as they can in the fourth one. It's because they got into different styles of animation by that point. Up until then, it was just dudes in suits, and dudes in suits unfortunately cannot run at 100 miles an hour.
On a positive note,
Unless
though,
you're Usain
I
Bolt.
did feel
Yeah.
that added to the fear factor because it's creepy how fast they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of a good thing. But also someone said again, spoiler alert, but the going towards like the third act,
Yeah.
people. I had someone contact me yesterday actually say, "Dude, can you remember how that other one got on the ship?" because they were all, him and
Yeah.
his wife were racking their brains. They couldn't remember. I
Yeah.
think it's through Dimi and Bashir, wasn't it?
Who's the dude that he slapped a plaster on?
Dimi and Bashir.
Right. He get a face hugger on him.
Yeah.
Mate, duh. Come on.
It was like,
That's
well,
not
it
even a
can't-
question,
it's-
is it? He got face hugged.
But it can't have been him because it wasn't
Yeah,
on him long enough.
so he's carrying. Yeah.
I don't know. It depends, you know.
It doesn't take long.
Could have
does it?
been premature face hugulation.
Oh wow, there it is. I like that.
Yeah.
Can we keep that?
Yeah, could even end up a title.
Premature face hugulation.
I like that. Yeah.
No, I like that. That works.
Right, but it's you get a face hugger on you. Generally, you get impregnated. That's the way this like series works, isn't it?
But I think
That's how you get pregnant. Yeah.
the feedback I think was in terms of how fast it was impregnated, then it burst out of him, and it was full grown.
Well,
The quick succession of
beats
it.
my next issue. They spend ages going, we need to make sure everyone's okay because we're carrying all these, and they don't check anyone from that planet. Like none of them go through like a fucking like medical to get back on the ship.
That's a good point.
Yep. So he even makes the comment of saying, "Oh yeah, we got to be really careful because we're in charge of this like whole fucking colony of people."
Yeah, there are like 2,000 people or something on that ship,
Yeah.
and not once does anyone decide. Maybe we should have some quarantine.
Someone
Checks.
check what was serial number. Anything like they just go straight on.
It's so
Also,
obvious that. So come on.
It's the unnecessary shower sex scene.
Yeah.
It seems misplaced. I know why he did it, but it doesn't fit because it's like, hang on a minute. There is all this chaos going on down below us. All our mates have just died. Let's have a bunk up in the shower.
Yeah, you don't. It's not
Oh,
genuine.
I don't know. It's life affirming.
Seems misplaced.
No, I'm alright with that. That's fine. Like people have sex at the weirdest times, dude. people have been known to have sex at funerals and all the
Oh
rest.
wow.
Life affirmation. People don't like the idea. Like, so they do anything to like feel like they're alive and stuff. This is like genuinely, like psychologically, an okay thing to be doing.
That's an interesting point.
Because like you've
I
just had a
don't even know how to respond
everyone you
to
know has
that.
just had a brush with death and all the rest of it, and then you're just fucking pleased to be alive. Like so,
You do things that are life
yeah,
affirming,
life affirming.
such as
Life
the creation
affirmation.
of life.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll
I'm
dispel
fine
that
with
then.
that as a
Okay.
logic.
Yep, that's okay as a logic.
Makes
It does
perfect
look
sense to
cool
me.
though as a scene.
It's a little bit
because they're
snakes
having-
on a plane, mush. To be honest.
I
think you just like the fact that they were having sex. Really, it was. Just,
did.
Is that it?
Gotta be
Yeah.
honest, yeah. But also the whole kind of, like he said, snakes on a train / psycho
it
thing.
was a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit teen slasher movie.
Did it give her a cheeky little poke before it went in?
Yeah,
for the
yeah, it
kill?
did. Yeah.
That was quite interesting.
Huh.
I thought I actually laughed. I did laugh. I laughed. I sat there and went,
It just seemed a bit kind of.
especially after
cheesy,
fingering
yeah,
gag
but
earlier in the
cheesy and
movie.
A bit obvious.
No, my main problem with the movie was its pacing.
Okay,
Right.
let's explore that.
It starts off like it should do, you know. Ha ha ha! Everyone's okay. We're starting to get to work on the ship. Something bad happened. It's not quite what you think it is. Slow pacing of a fucking Ridley Scott like movie.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then it starts getting going, and then it slows right down again, and they kill the aliens off pretty quick, and so it slows down again.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter that these aliens are kind of cool or like new looking. And then, here it comes. Oh no, we'll slow right down again because
See,
Michael's
I wonder whether he did
Michael's
that on
just
purpose,
looked
though.
at it. The David looked at it, and it's like, oh okay. And then it gets killed, and it's like, oh nothing happens. And he goes, oh look, they
Smell the
kill the
cheese.
aliens really
Do you-
quickly.
Do you remember
Having one alien that no one can kill at all, like, is a damn sight scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the first movie.
Yeah, I agree.
And
with
it's
that.
okay that the Marines fucking take out hundreds because they're the Marines. They were outdone by sheer number of force.
Do you remember I think it was last week though,
Yeah.
we had the discussion about Ridley Scott, or it could have just been a private conversation actually, about how while they were filming, he would keep the actors kind of like
Yes.
on their toes as such.
That was a discussion in the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. So I wonder whether that's the kind of thing he was trying to do with the pacing, you know, kind of really like ramp you up
He didn't succeed.
and then kind of lull you into a false sense, and then bam, it hits you again.
That might be the
Something,
case,
or-
but he failed.
There were 2 occasions where I did get that kind of tensing where I was like, oh, something's going to make me jump in a minute.
Yeah, I
got
did
that.
jump
but,
a couple
but
of times.
2 occasions across 2 hours is probably. When you think about it.
It's once it got going, it just slowed back down again, and then it get going again, and it slowed back down again, and it was like, it's kind of like the series, really.
Yeah, when you think about it. Aliens. But Alien and Aliens are still the 2 greatest. That's not going to change, is it?
It just started like prick teasing by that point. It did. You know, it sounds like I'm being stupid, but that's essentially what it did. It just wasn't giving the. Once you've seen the alien, you haven't got to fucking keep sneaking it about.
No, because we were saying, weren't we, that kind of if you know they're hidden and you can't see them,
Yeah,
that's kind of
But
creepier.
if they're dead, then they're not there, are they? So it's not creepy.
But there was a fucking lot of them. So
There were
could have
4.
been anywhere. Yeah, but there could have been other little ones. When they were all kind of near the beginning, when they
No.
first got to that place, and
The only lesson there was if you see hairy testicles attached to a rock, don't tickle them.
I generally don't anyway. They did look pretty bad though.
Yeah.
Is it you two that hates olives?
Yeah.
They looked a lot like olives, didn't they?
Maybe that's why I didn't like.
I don't know
it
what
then.
sort of olives you're eating.
He's eating hairy testicles. Is what he's eating. He's just got a different
Jeez.
nickname for them.
I did struggle with eating olives for a few days after. I got to be honest.
Just because they were the man's balls.
Yeah. Can we talk about the stupidity though of like
Johnny
these guys are meant
Inman's
to be the
balls?
best of the best, and they go around touching things on a new planet like hairy balls. Why aren't you wearing a gas mask? Why aren't you just being kind of smart? They're doing like a teen horror flick. Oh, I'm gonna go down to the basement and see what this is. I'm not gonna die.
But that was so
Tropes.
Prometheus when they're like, "Oh look, we might be able to breathe down here." It's like,
Yeah.
I still would have kept my mask on.
Yeah,
It's
for
like, well,
sure.
yeah,
You don't
just
know
'cause
what
you breathe,
kind
you don't want
contagions
fucking,
are there.
You don't know what you're breathing in, or
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
Friday down Guildhall Walk.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
never
exactly.
know what you catch.
Yeah, is it?
And throw your shoes away afterwards.
Well, it depends. You wear Crocs. I just throw those away anyway.
yeah, they get recycled.
Hey.
But you're right. There's certain levels of things like, and also the obvious things like they're all incredibly well trained with weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apart from her in charge,
Anyone that needs to
who
shoot.
doesn't know
Yeah.
where to shoot at all. But probably the one person that should know how to shoot doesn't.
Yeah, that is an
But then
issue.
does sorry, just with her, just for a second. Did anyone else think, what a fucking bitch, though, when she locked the other woman in the medical
Yeah,
bay?
I thought, well,
I
that's
was
weird
like,
because you got blood
what
in your
a-
face now, and you know that, but you're not letting her out. No.
Yeah.
Danny
That was-
Were you worried
McBride's
about getting-
character's wife.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Locked
That
the
was
the good
harsh.
Christian wife in the.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, maybe
That
that's
was-
why, because she's like,
If you go onto
your husband sucks.
if you go onto the, by the way, that scene, if you go onto the Alien Facebook page, there's a really cool 360 video you can watch, which plays that whole scene out from the alien's point of view, and you start inside his body.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Well, if you
It's
guys
really
just get
awesome.
on my
And it was
page,
good. You
can
had the
tell you.
whole alien exploding.
Yeah.
You can't have an alien film without something exploding out of someone's body.
oh yeah.
That was cool.
And that it was grim, but
It was
cool.
grim, but in a way that was refreshing because I thought, yeah, this is what
So-
a movie should be
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
so did the alien get turned around? He was like, "This is the stomach." No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he launched out of his back, didn't he? I tell you what. Do you know what? Actually, sorry,
They
thank
never
you.
go out the. No, yeah, but that makes sense again
They can
because
just go anywhere.
it's
can't
not
they?
a stomach burster; it's a chest burster.
They can go where they can escape from,
So
basically.
Yeah.
go through any side of the rib cage,
But
back
what-
or front.
I'm gonna
What
take the
thought-
harshest route.
You just
It's
reminded me.
just same as Drax.
Actually, thank you. Yeah, tracks. You guys just reminded me. Actually, in nearly 40 years of watching horror movies and watching gore, I've never, ever, ever, ever felt the need to go. ever.
Really?
I've watched stuff.
Year one. Remember that?
No,
That made
you
me
You've
did.
seen the
I
human
didn't.
centipede?
You did.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
because that you
No,
got to
I'm
think
saying
about.
that made me almost
You
sick.
got to think about shit in the mouth and
Yeah.
tasting shit, and that's
Yeah.
fair. That's completely
Dirty,
Well,
rational.
John
Dirty
loves
Santos.
it.
Dirty Santos, the movie. That's the closest I've ever come to throwing up in a movie.
No, and the really interesting.
To the point, they gave out sick bags for that movie, didn't they, as well?
They did.
Oh,
They
man.
did. And
Wow.
Yeah,
I've
people
never ever
used
got
them
that.
too, as well.
ever, I've never ever felt that
But that
way.
made
Ever.
you-
Really? Were they
But-
drinking that fat man's sweat? Like,
No, never ever even got close. But for some reason, the second Alien, when they were trying to keep Matey down, and it couldn't get out anywhere other than his mouth. Remember, it burst out of
Yeah.
his mouth,
Yeah.
and like you could see all the entrails
yeah.
and shit coming out with it.
Yeah,
I
that was-
actually, for the first time in nearly 40 years, went, oh.
Yeah, well, that was pretty grim too.
So well done,
Yeah.
Ridley, for that. You've achieved that at least. In that that's the first time I've ever watched a movie that made me want to vom. But then again, I haven't seen Raw yet.
could have been all
so
those men's bollocks you've been sucking on.
That's the first, when it just went.
Well, there's-
I just went,
there's that, yeah.
That's rough. That's rough. But yeah, that was just. But again, all the like, birthing scenes, so to speak, will
Did
I thought
Ruben just
cleverly
bark then?
Yeah.
done. He did.
it
Okay,
was
sorry, I just wanted to
Yeah.
clarify that.
He's excited at Crocs. So yeah, so that's they're so far highlighted. We're like 40 minutes in and we've highlighted only negatives and the occasional positive.
Don't get me wrong, I like the movie.
I do like it. That's the thing.
No, no,
This is the
no,
craziest
yeah,
thing.
but
And
go
that's
watch it.
that's why
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
got such an interesting gauge of
But my
feedback.
question is do I like it because I like it, or do I like it because Alien 3, Resurrection, and fucking Prometheus?
I just don't. As a whole,
I like Prometheus.
I just don't think it's
I
a
like
bad-
Prometheus, but did I like Prometheus because of Alien 3 and Resurrection?
Maybe. I just don't. I know we've highlighted
because it's been a
all
long
these
time since we had a good
negatives,
one.
Yeah.
but
We have highlighted a lot of negatives.
But there are a lot
There
of-
are positives.
Yeah,
Like, Michael Fassbender, like,
amazing.
Oscar worthy as fucking usual.
Playing two characters.
Yeah. Both of which are representing two previous characters as well, even in voice tone. I mean, did you notice that David sounded more like Home and fucking
Yes.
he sounded more like Henriksen?
Yes. I thought that was a really nice touch. And also, at first,
So you've also established evil robot over helpful robot
yeah,
through
but you've
voice
identified
recognition
that.
alone.
Yeah, and I thought that was a really nice touch. And at the beginning, I was like, because I have issues with Prometheus in terms of accents, because at first Idris Elba put us on an American accent, right?
Yeah.
And I okay, that's fair enough. But then, as the movie evolves, and you realise that a lot of the crew of that ship are from different parts of the world, why the fuck did he put an American accent on? He could have just used his English accent. He sounds better using his natural accent.
But-
I've always said this about Idris.
But at least it wasn't a Brian Glover. Is that his name, Brian Glover?
Brian Glover.
Yeah. Have it with a farmer
Oh,
voice.
yeah, that.
You know.
Ear.
Infama.
Oh,
There's a reason you have to advertise like Northern bread.
Yeah.
now
it's
taken
just-
out.
That voice, you're limited what you can say, can't you?
But yet he kept speaking and speaking,
Mhm.
and I wanted him to stop.
But I thought that was the direction it was going in with Covenant, and then you realise that that's to differentiate from
Yeah.
which Fassbender you're watching.
Yeah.
Which I thought was nice, and as you say, it is a nice reflection of you associate a good android with an American accent and an evil one with an English accent.
Well, no, even to the more point where I'm saying that he is adopting tones from both Home and Henriksen. Like, not just an I'm saying he's adopting tones from both.
He
like,
does very
he's-
much sound like
he's-
home as David.
And sounds like Henriksen. Like, really, really does. Young Henriksen, not from today. Talking
Millennium
Lance
Henriksen.
Yeah, not Frank Black. I'm talking like early Henriksen. Yeah, very much so.
I'd agree.
And like, he's the sort of guy that he probably fucking even researched that, you know.
He is. Fassbender is a fine example of the the phrase "he's good in everything he's in." Even if everything is
Tennessee's a
terrible.
great addition. He should have been. They should have just fucked off. It's got to be a female protagonist. Like, they've done that now.
Yeah, they have. Ridley seems to really like that in the
They all do.
Alien.
He
format.
does. Like he's yeah.
Well, yeah, they all do. Like Cameron does as well to this day. Every protagonist Cameron movie, like, is female.
Yep.
So.
Obviously, I'm gonna like that though. Because,
Strong female
Oh yeah,
character.
but my
know,
point
it's-
is, wouldn't it be more surprising if it turned out that somebody else was the lead?
Yeah,
Like Danny
It's
McBride.
like
yeah.
you go into these movies now and you go, right, which one of these looks like a right whiny bitch? Right, that'll be the hero.
Yeah, I would like to see a film where the strong female protagonist is actually a strong female
protagonist.
Not
Yeah,
just
not
Builders
a,
one.
not a fucking idiot who just.
Zoe Saldana does a great, talking about Cameron, does a great job in Avatar of that.
So
Absolutely.
Saldana's like a badass. She don't give a shit about nothing, and comes across that way. And everything she does has Gamora and
Yeah,
in
she's
that, you know,
just-
Even in like Columbiana, she's great.
yeah,
as well.
Colombiana.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Very underrated, that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
One
it's
person
like
we,
you couldn't imagine Michelle Rodriguez going, "Ooh!" You know, there are some people that are just fucking badass, man. You know what I mean?
She would have been awesome
Yeah,
in that fit in
Yeah.
Alien, in Covenant. Yeah,
yeah. I'm down with
someone
someone
like
like that.
her, she would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
that would
sure.
have really worked, actually.
While
Really
we're talking about cast members, though,
Hmm.
I just want to say James Franco.
Yeah.
Just an amazing performance. It was standout.
That's
The
because...
whole
It was
20
better than most, yeah.
seconds gripped me.
At least
That's
you can
because the
remember he was in it.
majority of his work was done in a prologue video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's a prologue video on YouTube in which he's in and he does some talking and walking around.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just thought it was going to end up a bit. What was that film where he gets his arm stuck in the?
Oh, 100.
127 hours.
Yeah, I thought it was
hours.
going to be a bit end up like that, and that's how he was going to die, and then it would be like a prequel to that film as well.
No.
That would have been interesting.
Danny
He was
Boyle was
climbing the
originally
thing, yeah.
supposed to do
Yeah.
like Alien 4, I think.
He was, sorry?
Wasn't Danny Boyle supposed to do 3 or 4?
Originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was probably 4. He was originally
Well, that
supposed
was
to do.
very random.
Alien
No, because
Resurrection.
you're talking about
127
No, because
hours.
he directed
he? Oh,
127
okay.
hours.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
James Franco. That wasn't that random. It was-
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was
did I?
connected. Speaking of connections, I just want to very quickly say well done to Film 4. Yesterday they had quite an interesting lineup. They had Legend, and then Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, but then Predators, and then District 9.
Okay,
I
cool.
love
Okay.
the way they were all connected. That's clever. I love that the Film 4 often do this actually, and I think whoever's in charge of programming over there knows their stuffs because they're quite cleverly programmed stuff. And I love the way that that's basically their way of promoting Alien Covenant, but they just did it in a really
Roundabout
Sort
way.
of, yeah.
roundabout way, but got a Tom Cruise double bill out of it at the same time. I mean, to get to promote Alien in such a way,
True.
but also get a Tom Cruise double bill out of it was interesting. Because obviously Legend being directed by Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Starred Tom Cruise, which then led into Ghost Protocol, but Predators is
Oh,
part of the Alien
we-
universe.
We watched Legend actually not long ago, and watching it as an adult.
It's,
That is a creepy
so
fucking movie.
fucked
it is a
up.
creepy fucking film.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at what did it get over here? Did it get a 15 or a
PG
PG?
or something.
Was it a PG?
I think it was a PG.
Like watching it as a
It was
kid,
a
I thought,
PG.
oh, this is
Amazing.
just
Yeah,
a
it's
nice
definitely a
kind of
PG.
fairy tale film, and
Oh wow!
No.
It's as close as you're going to get to a Legend of Zelda movie.
It's
not think they'll ever make one.
What, a Legend of Zelda movie?
Yeah.
No, Super Mario Brothers stopped Nintendo from ever making any movies ever
Yeah,
again.
that's true.
No, it's true. They had sequels for that Green Lit and all sorts of stuff, and then they were like, nope. We're taking all of our characters back. Did you notice you stopped getting Nintendo cartoons not long after that as well?
I didn't even know there were any.
yeah, Super Mario Brothers kind of killed it.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. There was like Captain N, the Games Master, Legend of Zelda. There was all sorts.
Oh, okay.
Because you had Captain Lou Albano as Mario, and you got swing your arms from side to side. That movie would have been better.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, no, that killed it. That killed it in the same way
Dead.
that Gary Goddard's Masters of the Universe movie killed all hope of any He-Man movie universe. It's just- but
But
that's,
at least it
that's
gave-
on the way back though, isn't it?
At least it.
Yeah, it has been for the last 6 years. At one point, it was going to be Mark Wahlberg, wasn't it? That doesn't
Sony
seem right.
Sony greenlit it.
The one good thing
Wow.
about Masters of the Universe, though, it gave me the nickname for my older sister. She is now officially Evil Lynn.
Lynn.
Well, yeah, that's happening. That's
Oh,
a future
wow.
podcast. Sony have greenlit that, and that's all moving forward now. Perhaps it will actually have some relevance to actual Master of the Universe and Eternia, and
You never know.
and it might have
Doubt it.
actual characters in it as opposed to
Oh, ye of little
Being
faith,
a
Reuben.
glorified Dancing in the Dark sequel.
Yep.
basically. Oh, that movie is fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I'm
man.
sure
It's canon though, you know.
But it's
So you
bad
kind of forgive
good.
it. You forgive it because it's canon. Like you kind of do because canon releasing, man. That's all shit. Like
Canon did release all sorts of shit.
yeah.
Did Canon release Legend?
No, I don't think so.
I think
No.
Warner picked it up later though, didn't they?
I don't think they did. Like Canon just did like if it had like fucking Chuck Norris in it in the 80s, it was a canon movie. You know, it was-
Do you know
Missing
what?
in action.
I've never seen a Chuck Norris film.
Have you not?
No.
like, to the point they started buying up cinemas over here, weren't they? You know.
Oh, is that how it kind of all started then?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
it was the proper film group like bought the cinemas over in the UK.
like Commercial Road Cinema
Yeah.
was a Canon.
Yeah.
ABC Caution
Oh,
was
see,
a Canon.
I'm learning all sorts today. This is very informative. Podcast
Yeah, well,
today.
the classic Canon logo that you get at the beginning
Yeah.
of Canon movies, there, bow, 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 that used to be a title card for when you went to the cinema.
If there was a really cheap
Ah.
B movie that you kind of loved from the 80s, it was probably a Canon movie. Like,
Yeah. Go the Golden
they used
Gobus
to do,
group.
they used to do King Solomon's Mines and like
Yeah.
all the Alan Quatermain ones, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 I said probably
All
most-
of which are better than the
Mannequin.
Extraordinary Gentleman.
Mannequin was Canon, wasn't it?
No.
Was
I
it
love
not?
that.
No,
film.
I'm pretty sure that was
Is-
Touchstone or something like that.
No, it was definitely Warner, because a lot of Canon
then it
stuff,
would be New Line.
a lot of Canon stuff was released on video under either Guild or Warner, wasn't it?
You can tell it's a Canon movie because it's got no production value at all. No, literally, like they made more movies in a short period of time than any other film company ever. They would print up posters and sell those movies based on the poster, and then go and make the movies on the posters they sold. This is absolute facts.
Well, at least it gave them an idea
Absolute
of where they were going.
facts. You
Wow.
can't make it up. This is how they did it.
I like the idea of this film. I'm going to make a poster for it.
Yeah, they did. There's a whole documentary on it. You should watch it. It's really
Before
fascinating.
you've got a script.
Maybe we could do that then. We'll just come up
Make
with
a
a poster
poster
one day
for a
and then
movie.
just make a film of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's-
I like it.
Going back to Alien and just the positives, were there any positives left to discuss?
Yeah, it was better than previous Alien movies.
It is better than previous Alien movies. I still found it
with the
very
exception of
enjoyable.
Alien Aliens.
The aliens did look cool.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks like it belongs in the Alien universe. Lots of lit from screenshots and all those greens and blues.
Musically as well.
Oh yeah, the
Jake
score was
amazing.
fantastic.
did a brilliant job of importing Jerry
And
Goldsmith's original material.
The Alien looked great, both
Yeah.
of them. Like I would have liked to have seen more of both of them, like the White Deacon and all the rest of it, whatever that's called.
Reminded me of Slender Man.
Oh, thank you. I was literally about to say it had a Slender Man kind of vibe when it stood up.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
cool.
Creeped me the hell out.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, and let's say those kind of is it the warrior aliens? You know a little bit more about this than me.
Which ones?
The two black ones that come towards the end of the movie. Are they warrior aliens?
Oh, they're probably just straight up xenomorphs.
Because they've got armor, haven't they?
Yeah,
Sort of
but
thing.
they've also got the dome.
Spikes.
Yep.
Yeah, the back spikes are always there. You look back at the
Just
other ones.
spikes.
Yeah, and then the dome.
Yeah.
Spikes and tails.
No, it's basically a straight up. They're at the
uh,
end. They're basically straight up Giga xenomorphs.
They are
They're just
I was
CGI.
gonna bring Geiger or however you pronounce
Giga.
him in that
Giga.
one shot. Was that his direct pictures?
Oh, some of his pictures.
spread
Yeah,
out,
definitely.
Yeah.
Some of
How
those.
cool was that?
If you see, have you seen Fury of the Gods?
the documentary.
Yeah.
Documentary of Prometheus.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of that artwork
my-
is there.
Oh, that man!
From
I
that-
would love to be inside his head for a day.
I wouldn't.
No.
No. No way.
I'd end up some sort
Creepy
of
as
metallic
fuck.
vagina like, that's got an alien face coming out of it.
Yeah, it's yeah, a lot of that's a
but
lot of his material.
But his although it's really fucked up shit, his artwork is amazing.
Oh yeah,
It's
no,
stunning, but
no
it's
doubt.
weird as hell.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like the way that was incorporated into David's little cave,
Yeah, his man cave.
his little man cave. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I thought it was great.
He
Yeah,
went-
a lot of that will be artwork from Ridley, a couple of the art guys, and some of that will definitely be Giga work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But Ridley's
I
also
thought that was really nice.
Ridley's also an artist.
Yeah, like
so,
drawing his own storyboards.
he draws storyboards like they're comics, like, and does them quickly and well. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's a proper auteur, man. There aren't very many of them out there.
He's I saw an interview with him yesterday, and he was talking about how he doesn't understand in the modern filmmaking process why people don't go and location scout. He says it's one of the. He says it's a must for me to go out, shoot a location. He said, and because I can go out, see the location, be able to visualize what I'm going to do with that location.
Yeah.
He said that allows me to storyboard immediately.
But,
He said,
and that makes complete sense.
He said a movie like this would probably be 150 days shoot. He said I did it in 73
Yeah,
because it's massively
Wow.
efficient to do it
Yeah.
that way. Rather than trying to imagine where you're going to go and then try and back it up with a location. He said I go out and look at all the possible locations from the rough
That
kind
does,
of idea.
yeah. Again, that
And then he can draw things from memory and
instead of like
photographs.
drawing
That-
up a poster. And
Surely that's standard practice,
off
though.
that.
That's-
No, apparently not. He was saying that a lot of filmmakers, you know, they go over time and over budget because they don't.
where if you're David Fincher, you don't even get given a fucking script.
Literally make that shit up on the day.
that's
great.
it's madness. It's absolutely crazy.
But it
How-
happens.
but how it got. Oh, I don't know. It just hurts my brain to think about it.
Did it get to, you watched the documentary in full? I haven't seen it for many, many years, but
Yeah.
was it at a point where they were just like, we just got to fucking make this now, put it out?
Well, the last time we all watched them together, I think it was me, you, Matt, and Ruben camped out in the middle room downstairs at my old place.
I remember now, yeah.
Yeah.
And we watched. I remember watching the Aliens documentary
Yeah.
with you guys.
But
'Cause
yeah, it was
we went through it more around
almost
there.
like we just need to get this film done, so let's do it any way we can.
Oh, and
kind of.
they'd camelled it up until then so badly that they were basically out of time by the time it came to shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And by camel, you know what I mean? A horse made by committee.
yeah. I'm trying to- yeah, but I think they'd announced it directly after Cameron, didn't they?
What the crap?
But after Aliens, they were
Yeah,
like, "Yeah, we're going
didn't
to do
it- yeah,
Alien.
didn't
We're
it
going to do
get-
another one," and then it took
Well, yeah,
years
well,
and years
Cameron
and years.
wrote it, and then
They set that
They
off.
didn't want to wait. What was he? He was doing Terminator, wasn't he? And they didn't want to wait for him.
Terminator 2. He'd already
Yeah.
done Terminator. They'd already waited for him for Terminator. On
Yeah.
the basis they were like, if Terminator turns out alright, we'll even let you direct it, because they asked him to write Aliens.
Correct. I watched Aliens again with the commentary on the other day, and he was saying about how basically, awesomely, he got that phone call saying, "Do you want to write the Alien 2?" as it was kind of working title at the time. But he had already been at that moment. He was fiddling about with the Terminator script and getting it just right. He had a call from them to say, "Do you want to do Alien 2?" Which he was like, "Yes, well, absolutely, I've got to do this." And with David Giler and Walter Hill, wasn't it? That they were talking about that. So he took the job on, but he then got the call to write the Rambo 2 script as well at the same time. And he went back to David Giler and Walter Hill and said, "Look, I really want to do your movie, but I've just been offered the Rambo sequel." And they were like, "Do all of it. Why would you turn shit down? We'll just pace it out. We'll work it out." So he ended up with Terminator, Rambo 2 and Aliens at the same time. He had to write 3 scripts. And he said, they gave me deadlines for each movie. And he said, and I had to measure out how many pages per day for each script I was going to write to make my deadlines.
That's crazy.
So it's insane. But that gives you the kind of measure of how powerful a director James Cameron is. That he had 3 pretty iconic films.
By the time it came around to writing Alien 3, which he did do, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we like this, but we're not willing to wait for you to direct it." And he said, "Well, yeah, but from now on, I only write stuff for me to direct." So
Yeah. So if you're not letting
you
me,
either,
I'm taking the
take
script.
me and my script, or
You have
you don't get
nothing.
any of it. And
Yeah.
they decided, well, We don't
We'll
need
go
any of
with
it.
nothing and build a wooden planet.
That's what they decided.
Do you think
Pretty
anything of that had to do with Rambo 2? Because he wrote the script, but he didn't direct it, did he? And it was, it's all right.
It's not that good, is it?
It's not that good, really.
And by Rambo 2, you mean Rambo?
Yeah.
Rumble.
First Blood
Rumble.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking of weird, convoluted timelines, Jesus.
Yeah,
That-
Rambo,
titles of those
First
confuse
Blood,
the hell out of
Part 2. Yeah, that's the movie he wrote.
me. Yeah.
And then I think George P. Cosmatos, is that actually his name? Cosmatos?
I think
He directed it. Who would later go on to direct Cobra with Stallone.
Oh, another awful movie.
But that, I love. We probably haven't got time to go into this, but I love the Cobra story. It's basically Stallone's Beverly Hills Cop
Yeah.
because he couldn't do Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah. It's also what was it? Oh, what's the fucking film with
Go on.
William Baldwin and
Fair game.
Fair Game? It's Fair Game script as well.
Yeah, because it's
Just tied up.
Cobra is based on.
Because Fair Game has been a script that's been out there for years that people tried making several times and have made a couple of times since. But
Fair
then
Game
he
is
got
a
hold
book,
of that
isn't
script.
it?
Damn it.
Yeah, he got hold of that and decided to then combine his idea for what Beverly Hills Cop was
With Fair Game.
Fair Game the book, and
Yep.
came up with Cobra.
Yeah, because
What?
Simpson
I'm
and Bruckheimer.
confused right now.
Simpson and no, the studio. I can't remember.
If you remember, Fair Game is about a model who's getting threatened, so then they go on like a road trip together. He's trying to protect them.
Cindy Crawford.
It's,
famously for the knife in the fanny scene.
yeah. That's the exact same script for Cobra.
I'm really, really confused now.
Yeah, it's the exact same script. He
It
rescues
is.
a model, Bridget Nielsen.
Watch Cobra and Fair Game back to back if you can be bothered,
Yeah,
and you'll see there's very little
it's
difference.
the exact same film.
But loosely, the Beverly Hills Cop thing is basically that originally Stallone was in line to be Axel. That's
Yeah.
how that
I
went.
just can't see that at all.
And then the
you know.
negotiations went backwards and forwards between Paramount and Stallone, and Stallone was like, "Yeah, I'll do it, but I want to write the script."
And I want to call the cat
Aggressive
character
negotiations.
something Cobretti.
Yeah, so Marion Cobretti. We can't call him Axel. We call him. So Stallone kind of evolved the script, and then Simpson and Bruckheimer were like, "Oh, this is kind of not where we wanted to go with this." And he was like, "Okay, well, but we want you to do it, but I think that's how it goes." And then he said, "Well, no, because I'm only going to do it if you're going to do it with my script." And they were like, "We really can't do it." And then it was all kind of
And then
hell
he
for
said-
leather. But out of the
And then he
blue, they
said,
looked around and said,
"Adrian!"
"This guy on there's this guy." Funny enough, the buckwheat sketch was what sold it on
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live. This guy called Eddie Murphy is amazing. We'd love him to be Axel because he could get the balance between action and comedy just perfect.
He'd
So
done
they
a
got
couple
him,
of movies by that point.
and then obviously bringing him
Best
in and
Defense,
testing
48
him.
Hours.
Yeah, and they were like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Does he still act?
I think after he had a baby with Scary
I
Spice,
think
it
he's
all
in
went
something
downhill
soon,
from
isn't he?
there,
Or
didn't
he's
it?
been in something recently.
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure he's been in something recently. Apparently, this must be
Walter
quite
Hill.
good.
Walter Hill directed 48 Hours. As in David Giler and Walter Hill from Alien. Hey, I'm all the way back
And
now.
also in 48
And
Hours
Link.
is Sonny fucking psychopath what's his face from Predator.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is
48
true.
Hours as well.
Oh yeah, the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
A man
Nice.
so apparently fucking nuts that on Predator they had to get him to have a bodyguard, not to protect him from people, but to protect everybody else. Otherwise, he couldn't be insured to be on the movie.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
written into his contract, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And everything, yeah.
That's when you know you're kind of nuts.
Oh wow. Predators
I
are
would
classic.
love to have that kind of reputation. That would be awesome.
Perhaps we could do a separate podcast on the Predator universe. Because there's so much. There's so much. To talk about.
Well, we've got a new Predator movie coming this year, so there'll be plenty of opportunity for that.
I think we'll do it then.
Oh, so I definitely need to catch up then.
The same as
with
we've got another Blade Runner movie coming this year, which is kind of weird. In 1 year, we're getting 3 installments of all things that basically takes place in the same universe.
Yeah.
But maybe, maybe that's why though. You know.
But it's surprising
We
they're
just
not
got
doing
needs
more
more
to
money.
combine these things at Fox. Do you know what I mean? Because all these tailored universes seem to be a thing, and Fox really don't have one outside the X-Men thing, and they managed to fuck that up completely themselves. Anyway. Like, But all of these things seem to like lend themselves to it.
Which is why I found it interesting when Sony took on Blade Runner instead of Warner had it originally, obviously, and Sony took it on and not Fox.
Universal's MonsterVerse starts soon.
Yeah,
I'm
with the Mummy.
With the
really
Mummy.
looking forward to
Tom
that.
Cruise is. Yeah, I love Tom Cruise. So
I love
I'm
the whole monster universe, so just the fact that they're doing that, I think, is.
I'll watch Tom
brilliant.
Cruise in anything. It's got to be better than those two Mummy sequels.
Definitely.
Come on, the Mummy.
You
Just,
tried, but
ugh.
Yeah.
The trailer just puts me off. Just I
What, the
can't.
Tom Cruise one?
No. Yeah, it looks cack. Or in Afrikaans.
did you
cack.
watch the one with or without the sound effects?
That
Because it
word
does
in
make a big
forever.
difference.
Yeah, because Tom Cruise. Wait.
That was a big fuck up on their part, wasn't it?
What was?
They put out a
Seriously.
trailer for it, but they forgot to put the music and sound effects over it. So it's basically just them tumbling around in a plane, just fucking going, ah,
Oh, really?
ah. It's funny as fuck. Really.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
is
interesting.
that what we were actually watching the other day? Okay, I just thought it was some
So someone had
random
imagined. No,
video.
that was.
Oh my god, I didn't realise that.
Someone in post production had basically taken all the trimmings off and just left it with as is.
Yeah, basically.
Oh wow,
Oopsie.
that's interesting.
I bet someone got in trouble for that.
Oh yeah, big time.
That's cool. That's quite
Oh, I'm
cool.
gonna have to go back and rewatch it then.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do that in a minute.
Definitely.
I haven't seen that. That's awesome.
It's
I-
stupendous, isn't it? You can't make it up.
Yeah.
I
Marvelous.
think
Marvelous.
post
But
production.
I think the movie looks good from the actual real trailer.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to
Really,
it.
it just reminds me of the bad chick from Suicide Squad. Like, okay, get your own bad guy.
Yeah,
That's just me.
that's fine. That's all right. You know,
She's got squinty eyes.
She's
Nice.
in
it does look like Enchantress. It does.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
wondering which,
I'll give you
which
that.
one
No,
we were on about
but-
then.
yeah.
At the same time, what was the last really terrible Tom Cruise movie you saw?
Yeah, what was the last really awful,
Yeah.
terrible Tom Cruise movie you saw?
There are okay Tom Cruise movies, but there aren't really terrible ones.
And let's remember that Tom Cruise is very, very, very hands-on in everything he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
to
he's-
to the point that it's crazy
Yeah.
that he's still alive.
But he goes, right, okay,
Yeah.
I'll do the Mummy, but you see this plane scene? Well, I want to go up in a real plane, and we're going to fucking dive bomb it so I get to float.
Yeah.
That was all in his contract, dude.
Also, yeah, and also, if for 1 second it even looked like it was going in the direction of fucking Dyer, he would have gone, no, we're not doing this. That's where you know that you know Tom Cruise is like a seal of quality
Yeah.
because you know he's
Yeah.
not going to be in a shit film. He's not going to have it. He's just going to go, do you know what? Fuck this off. I'm moving on.
He's a brand, isn't he?
He is a brand, so he's
so
got to
he's not
protect
gonna
his
ruin
brand.
his-
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's why he's very hands-on. He likes having a producer credit and things like that because
And-
he likes getting involved.
He's never really got into anything. Like, all right, he's got a couple of things like Mission Impossible and the rest of it, but this is what we're talking like a multi-filmed cinematic universe.
Yep.
He's avoided anything comic booky and all the rest of it. This
Yep.
is
That's true. Yep.
he's never done anything sort of like this ever.
No.
Outside of Legend,
Yeah.
like for fantasy, he's never really done.
Yeah.
He doesn't do fantasy.
Obviously,
No, he doesn't.
horror
But that's what
horror has done
makes
Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, I'll give you an interview, but you know that film is seminal.
Yeah,
It's
he
what?
Seminal.
nobody saw that coming. Anne Rice was completely against him being Lestat, and he completely bowled it out of the park. And just because a lot of people went, no, we can't have him as Lestat. No, and then he just totally
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
smashed it, and everybody went, wow, never saw that coming. So fair play to him. But he's great in that. Really, really is. But yeah, I think on that basis, this can't be terrible. It certainly can't be any worse than what's out there for the Mummy right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
and I know this, Ruben, I get that. It's justified because there were a lot of people when I first saw the trailer. There were a lot of people in the room with me that went, "Oh, really?" And kind of met with a Mummy movie.
Yeah.
Big effects. Yeah, we've been here before. So, I understand that that's going to be there. But I think I honestly think he's going to prove people wrong with this. And it is the big start, like you say, of the Monsterverse.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be go big or it's not going to work. So they really need to go big, and this is the way to do it.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, I don't want to say that because I'm not American.
I also like the fact that it's a female protagonist as well.
Everything we've seen
Antagonist.
recently, there's been Americans saying that on it, like all the YouTube videos and all the rest of it.
Go big or
Go
go
big
home.
or go home. I'm gonna eat this spider. Go big or go home.
I don't even remember watching.
Still better than YOLO though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyone who says that should be shot.
It makes me want to eat chocolate.
What, YOLO?
Yeah.
What, like Yorkies and Rolos mixed together?
Yeah.
How awesome!
They're
would
both
that be?
Nestle, so that would work, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, that
or
would
get
be-
some ice cream and have Yorkie and Rolo in it.
I'm not a massive fan of ice cream.
Like a
But-
Crush'ems, but with...
Or if it was like a Yorkie flavoured ice cream with Rolos in it.
Yeah, that'd work. What was the other...
Wow,
what-
interesting
oh.
conversation.
A little bit off topic.
Toffos.
Toffos.
Toffos, that's it. Whenever anyone says YOLO, I just think of Toffos.
They were good as well, so they always got stuck in your teeth.
I would have given you Rolos or Polos, but Toffos don't make no sense to me.
I don't know why.
That's a horrible word.
What, YOLO?
Was that actually a real name for sweet? Toffo.
Toffos.
Toffo, yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
were great.
They were lovely.
Yeah, you get chocolate ones and chocolate Toffos. Oh.
Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, yeah, they were good. They were good.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
they were like the inside of Reasons, basically.
Yeah, they were. They were great. We seem
Was it
to...
shriveled grapes? What?
No, that's your testicles. Anywho, uh,
Well, you would know. Yeah.
cuck. Anyway,
I don't want to be part of this conversation.
I don't want to be part of this anymore. Alien Covenant overall, though, I think everyone kind of has
Everyone
been...
should go and see it.
They should, and everyone's kind of floating between a 3 and a 4 out of 5, aren't they? Anyway,
Yeah.
it seems to be.
It's not a
Yeah.
bad film. It's not the best
It's-
film.
It's not a fun.
But it's not a
It's
bad
a 3
film.
pushing a 4.
Yeah,
Like it's like I know we caved on it because that's just way more entertaining to do.
Mm.
But like honestly, I enjoyed the thing. I kind
It's
of
a good
wish
film,
we
the thing.
hadn't seen the clip we got to see
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
because that was the best bit of the movie, and Alien Day ruined that for me.
Yeah.
okay.
Like because
That's interesting.
I was on the edge of my seat for that first time we watched it.
Yeah.
What was that clip?
It's something
So I never
we
got to see the
said.
clip, I
Right.
just saw the finished cut.
You know all the shit where fucking the guy gets infected, she's bringing him back to the ship, like the woman keeps slipping on blood. Like,
Yeah, so
you
that
get
was
the
That
your
two-
clip.
whole bit. Yeah.
that whole bit up to the point where the second alien runs away in the field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. See,
Yeah.
now if I'd have just been thrown straight into that, I probably would have had very high 5-worthy hopes.
Yeah, I did.
And that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Seeing that, we were like, wow, this is going to be absolutely
Yeah, okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
I can understand
Um,
your perspective there. Yeah,
Like
sure.
we came out of that after watching Guardians, came home and were like, right, now we're going to watch all the Alien movies
yeah.
That sold you.
to be ready for it. That was what did it. And the scene is fantastic. Like it really, really is. It's great. And then I thought, oh, it's going to be amazing from then on. But then it fucking hits the brakes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah,
it does.
See, to me,
Yeah.
it almost seems like you start off and you have an alien film, kind of for the first half, and then for the second half, it's a Prometheus film.
Yeah.
That- that's
then,
basically
Well,
it,
it's-
and then it has the aliens ending.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it quite clearly jumps with an actual scene. Now we're Prometheus. I literally
Like,
just
yeah.
said that in the film. Yeah, yeah.
The second Obi-Wan
And then
Kenobi
back to
turns up.
aliens.
I mean, the second David turns up, like, doing his dragon cry.
Follow
I mean,
me.
flare in the air. Like, I half expected them to show that he's been watching Star Wars, like they did with fucking Lawrence of Arabia,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and that he's been getting his Alec Guinness on. Like, and
That would've been
I would have
pretty
been
funny.
perfectly fine with that. Like, to me, that
Yeah.
would have been amusing and an amusing nod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I often wonder whether, like, Ridley was thinking that, and then Fox went, "No, fuck them. They went to Disney." Like, I do. I do think about this stuff a little bit too much, I think. But yeah, no.
Really?
Yeah, so that bit was good. All the stuff with Michael Fassbender was great.
Steals it.
David and Walter together
Yeah, he
was
does,
fantastic.
absolutely.
The fight between David and Walter was fantastic.
Really well done.
Billy Crudup dies. That was good.
Fantastic.
Like, do you remember when people liked Billy Crudup and he had like a real bright career ahead of himself? You know, after Almost
What else-
Famous.
No.
What's he been in then?
No, I don't.
Is it Mission Impossible 3?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no one liked him in that either.
No one liked Mission Impossible 3.
It's a shame because it's J.J. Abrams' first movie.
Essentially, yeah. Thank God he had those TV shows behind him, because otherwise, like,
Right.
he might not have been
Yeah.
given another chance. Right.
Nope.
Yeah, no, there's a lot I liked. I really like the end scene, but it does stink of Cameron, which is weird because the whole thing comes across as a little bit anti-Cameron.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely does. Yeah. I'm
Um,
glad you picked that up.
but it
'Cause
really,
I thought that was the only one.
that whole scene is aliens all over.
Yeah.
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 Get
yeah.
away from
yeah.
my big ass tanks, you bitch! Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
I also like this. This is that annoys me, right? Because I thought, oh, I know what he's going to do here. The second they get there, they've got that ship filled with terraforming stuff, right? I thought this is going to end up
Yep.
being LV-427, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And like David's going to somehow fucking get hold of that ship, crash it down, set loose all the fucking terraforming stuff, which is why it's no longer a breathable planet by the time the oh god, what's the name of the ship? Not the Sulaco, that's the second one.
Nostromo.
Nostromo gets there, and like, so like, because at some point he's got to get a load of eggs and put them in a fucking ship. But he's just flown away from the planet that's got the ship on it.
That's right. He's gonna go back.
And so now he's got to find another planet that's
Such a
unbreathable with the
waste.
fucking ship's just sat on it. That's two planets now they've left with that fucking ship ready to be set up with alien eggs. And it's got to be built thousands. It's just like, oh, come on.
There is another one coming though. There is another movie, isn't there?
Yes.
So maybe
Yeah,
that will kind
yeah.
of.
But now
be
he's
the
on about
shit,
doing a prequel to Alien. A sequel to
Yeah.
Alien.
A sequel. He's gonna start it
sequel to
directly
Alien,
after
sort of
Alien.
Tucked
Kind of move
between
aliens
Alien
out the
and
way.
Aliens.
Yeah.
if
Seriously.
if that sequel was basically Alien Isolation, that'd be amazing. But no, it's not going to be, is it?
It could be. You
Nope.
could do it with Ripley's daughter.
That
She's
would be
got to
good.
live at the end though, because her picture turns up in Alien Special Edition.
It does.
So
Unless he says fuck Cameron.
yeah, which he might do at this point. Honestly, like
Anything is possible.
anything is possible. He might do it. You know, all right. He didn't quaff the whole Neil Blomkamp Alien 5, which would have been cool. And, you know, apparently it was written and all the rest of it, even to the point where they're saying, oh, it wasn't quite finished. Well, Sigourney Weaver a year ago said she'd fucking read it, so... like,
Yeah. Ridley said no, the script isn't ready, and
Yeah, it's not
Because I
that
saw him
far
say
along.
well,
in
yeah,
an
but
interview.
like he didn't
Yeah.
quash it.
Yeah.
This is just the news he's going by. Like, he had nothing to do with the decision making. He's got no control over what gets made at Fox.
No, we all know that.
You know, so...
Why they cancel shit.
He's just the one that just happened to drop the news, and people go, "Oh, so what do you think of Blomkamp's 5?" Well, as far as I'm aware, it's not happening. Like
because Fox. have
because people
decided-
got on board and then they forgot. After this, they might remember and go, "Oh shit, we might want that again." It might get greenlit again.
Yeah,
But Sigourney was looking forward to it because she kept saying it's going to give her character a definitive ending that it deserves.
rather
Like-
than
I know.
being tossed into lava
Yeah.
yeah, screw you, number 3. I hate you for that.
and then
Anyways,
bring her
yeah.
back. But it's not her. Oh no,
Baby, come back.
Blomkamp. I put my faith in Blomkamp.
Yeah, like it could be good if they let it happen. Well, I say it could be good. I've enjoyed everything he's done. Even though like Chappie got like slagged off, and I'm like, well, fucking
Oh,
God, did you
that
see that?
Chappie.
That's
made me
great.
cry.
How?
I like Chappie.
Why?
That just
Seriously.
made me cry like a baby.
I really do like that.
Yeah, it's like
I think I'm biased. I'm obviously biased. 'cause-
no, it's punk short
Yeah, I'm South
circuit.
African,
It's
but-
fucking great.
It is a great movie. I really, really like it. Fuck everyone else.
Yeah. It's the Short Circuit 2 movie we all deserve.
Oh dear. There's a good run over
Are
there.
you really against it, Ruben?
What?
No, he likes it.
Chappie?
No, he likes it. What he's saying
No, I
is,
love
was he
Chappie.
biased because
Chappie's amazing.
Because it's
South
South
African?
African
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Yeah, because I'm South African. Yeah.
Ah,
And
okay.
I love Sharlto Copley. As far as I'm concerned, he should be in everything.
He's great in Free
Yeah,
Fire.
he's
Seen
awesome.
Free Fire.
Free Fire.
See
Yeah.
it. It's awesome. It's Ben
Yeah.
Wheatley's attempt at Tarantino. It's really, really good.
It's awesome.
really like
It's
it.
actually really good. Yeah.
I mean, he's the best thing in fucking Hardcore Henry, which I can only watch once because it's fucking migraine inducing.
Oh my goodness,
Time.
that film will make you talking about things that will make you throw up and scream. Yeah.
Yeah, that's for
one of
different
those.
reasons. But like, he's great in
Yeah,
it.
different
Like,
reasons.
like he steals the entire 18 movie. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
best
right.
thing in that. It's
Yeah,
not,
he's brilliant.
it's not
Absolutely
even. It's
brilliant.
not even debatable.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
They need to
Was
make
he
another one of
in-
those.
Was he in
Murdoch.
Powers.
Oh, Powers. Yeah, he's the main guy in Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, he.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic.
he's awesome in that as well.
Yeah, Diamond. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
Joe Carnahan's done with Bad Boys 3. He needs to think about A-Team too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably never happened now.
What, Bad Boys 3 or A-Team 2?
A-Team 2.
Bad Boys
A-Team
3 's-
2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, it just didn't do very well.
Which is also a shame because that movie's fantastic.
Yeah, and
It's really
again,
good.
it's one of those
Yeah.
things that it gets panned, like, and it's just like, it was fun.
It
And
was
you
a
go,
lot
oh
of
yeah,
fun.
well it was a
Yeah,
bit
it was-
stupid. It's nowhere near as stupid as the TV series was.
Yeah,
Have you
it was-
watched that recently?
It was no Oscar-worthy film,
But it was never
just a
supposed
bit
to
of-
be.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just a bit of fun.
It was reflective of its source material.
Yes.
That's what it was supposed to be. I think it did a
Yeah.
fucking fantastic job myself. And I think he's going to do a great job of Bad Boys 4
Yeah,
because 3 already exists. It's on the end of 2. No, Bad Boys 3. I think he'll do a great job of that as well because again, he can and he's directed a few episodes of The Blacklist, which we all love as well. So
yeah.
he's a good director.
I think
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be great.
Yeah. Right.
On that note,
On that note, we love you, Joe Carnahan.
Yeah,
Ridley Scott. Make sure that third movie is just look at Rogue One, right? Don't make a direct Alien sequel. Finish your Prometheus trilogy
yeah.
and make your prequel to Alien. And if you need, just look at Rogue One. Look how perfectly that fits into make the Rogue One of Alien movies.
and that
Or-
is John Brown's executive advice to Ridley
Yeah,
Scott.
just tuck it in the middle of that and answer the fucking questions, or just admit you don't know. Like, stop prick teasing us with different planets. Take us to LV-427 already, right? Fucking, let's have it done. Stop hiding the. Oh yeah, we're gonna explain the story of the space jockey. Except we're not because we're gonna kill all the fucking space jockeys. That are now called engineers. We've been given this whole story. Oh, they're all gone now. Basically, Alien, right? And oh god, I'm gonna get some backlash for this next comment. Alien Covenant's big fucking storyline is God is dead.
Did you hear that?
And man
that
killed
second
it.
Silence. Then
And man killed him. That's
I understand why.
we killed him with
it does say
technology.
that, so he's not wrong.
right.
Yeah.
That's the fucking underlying
it's a massive-
tone and
it's a-
story of that
It's
movie.
a massive atheist film.
God is dead, and we killed him with technology.
wow.
Yep.
But-
Man did.
The android's dream of electric sheep.
It's Philip K. Dick. It is.
It is
It's
Philip
so
K. Dick.
fucking Blade Runner, man. It's
It
like
is.
incredible.
Yep.
And no one seems to be picking up on this. I've been reading all these reviews. No one's going. That's what this is. That's the fucking underlying story
I-
here.
I
and,
think-
And
I-
Ridley seems to be trying to tell this story for a long time.
Yeah, Blade Runner.
God is dead, and we killed him with technology. Like that's the story. And
But I mean, there's even a line in it. Do you want to be a real boy with David?
yeah,
Talking about his whole android wanting to be a real boy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can easily
Do you
go there.
dream?
yeah.
That was in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was in there. Do you dream? Because I immediately when they started having that conversation
The
about
two biggest interactions are through the synthetics.
yeah,
Yep.
Or replicants, or whatever you want to fucking call them. Because
That's what
they're all the
made
same
me-
thing, all built in the same universe. Tyrell and that lot all work together according to the email in Prometheus. So-
and Wayland.
Yeah,
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 so they are connected.
it's incredible, man. Like,
Blade Runner, Alien, and Predator. All part of the
You
same
got this
universe.
sci-fi, and it's the ultimate cyberpunk. It's not straight sci-fi. Alien is cyberpunk the whole way through. Even with a mixture of fucking steampunk, because look at the industry going on in this fucking sci-fi movie. You've basically got an oil rig straight away in the first one.
Yep.
In space,
Mhm.
which is incredibly steampunk.
Mhm.
What they were going to do with the fucking wooden planet with the core and all the rest of it. How steampunk is that?
Very,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
The underlying tone of Alien is God is dead and we killed it.
And on that note,
There we go. I got a bit deep at the end there, but
No, that's good, 'cause that
you
sparks a
agree-
debate.
if you disagree and you want to debate me on it, go for it.
Let's
because,
do
like,
that.
I'm looking for a different answer to what that film was about.
yeah, debate it with us. Do that.
Let us know.
Get back to
exactly
us in the
what you
comments.
thought.
Yeah.
I'm not
Get in the
saying it's a
comments.
good thing. I'm just saying that's what the story is.
Get at us.
I
Talk
want to
about
make
it.
that clear.
Do you
I
agree?
don't want any jihads on me or anything.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus.
I apologise
No.
for my
I can't believe you
partner's
actually said those words.
comment.
Wow.
I think Ruben fell off his chair.
Look at dribbling pineapple at the moment.
This is funny because he went through that entire conversation about God is dead, man killed him, but only fell off his chair when the other comment came into play. Anywho,
Oh, I've got an achievement.
well,
Such
congratulations
pretty
on your achievement.
music.
Thank you very much for listening.
I got a handgun fanatic.
What?
Handgun fanatic. That was
You're a
achievement.
handgun fanatic.
Apparently so.
Oh,
I'm
this-
American.
This is getting worse.
It is, definitely.
Get back to us in the comments. Let us know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? If
What do you think of it? I hope you enjoyed it. Go and see it either way.
Go
It's
and see it.
thought-provoking.
Yes, and I want to very quickly on the end of that as well. Thanks to our friends at the View Cinema in Gunwolf Keys, myview.com, wherever you are in the wonderful world of
The world.
Britain,
Yeah.
in the world, in the world. I don't think they're worldwide though, are they? View.
Just the country.
Yeah, in this country, yeah, myview.com. Obviously, if you live outside the UK, then your nearest theatre will do it, preferably in IMAX, by the way, because it is even prettier in IMAX. I'm John Brown. Keith Ouch.
Hello.
I feel pretty.
Oh,
Sarah-
goodbye.
Sarah Haskell.
Yes.
Au revoir.
Ruben Shaw, and of course, anywhere on any platform you would like to continue the
What?
discussion.
Don't I get to say goodbye?
join the
Wow.
debate? Yeah, please do. I was waiting for you. I
No,
thought you were eating
I'm done
pineapple. Say
I
goodbye.
am eating pineapple.
Well,
Right.
then you speak with your mouth full. Say goodbye. Damn it.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. You can check us out across all the portals. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're everywhere, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
We are, including in your shed.
Yep.
Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.